Oh, hello there. Welcome to Not a Reporter. So yeah guys, I finally decided to start using my own voice in my videos. I hope that this will make for better video quality and make it more enjoyable for you. Yeah, so don't be surprised when you watch some of my older videos and you hear a different voice from this. That is just some robot voice that I used before, but yeah, I'm going to be using my microphone from now on. I'm going to be using my own voice from now on. So yeah, to not waste any further time, today's story is gonna get pretty crazy. So you're gonna wanna sit back, get some popcorn, and relax. Alright, so today we have I'm not really sure what this guy's name is. Some sources refer to him as Ramesh Chandra Swain, while others call him Bibu Prakash Swain. So I'm not sure which name it is, but the surname is the same, so I guess we'll just go with that. So Swain is a 66-year-old man from an Odia village located in eastern India. He's been branded as one of Odisha's biggest imposters, and this is because he has posed as a fake doctor multiple times and a deputy general of some Ministry of Health. He's left school in the 10th grade, so he's obviously not a doctor. And he was able to lie like this by using many fake IDs which showed many fake names, such as Dr. BJ Sri Ramesh Kumar, Dr. Bidu Prakash Swain, and Dr. Ramani Ranjan Swain. And for a man with so many fake names, I'm really not surprised that news sources can't get his name right. Alright, so how was this guy able to get so many wives? So what Swain did is that he would register himself onto matrimonial websites such as jivansati.com, shadi.com, and bharatmatrimony.com, where he would carefully approach women who had certain characteristics. Firstly, he would never approach a woman below the age of 40, and he would make sure that even though they were 40, he still wanted women who were either divorced, experiencing family issues, or those who wanted to get married quickly, to end the social stigma that, oh, you're not married by the age of 40, so I guess he would just come as a knight to their rescue. So yeah, and I guess his multiple fake IDs helped him to deceive these women, because even police say that some of these IDs had a fake age on them. So I think in some cases he wanted to appear younger than he was in order to deceive these women, into marrying him. So once Swain had these women's trust, he would actually try to convince them to send him lots of money. And I don't really know why. I think that it's because he would tell them that, okay, so since we're getting married, don't worry about the arrangements and stuff like that. I will take care of all of that. But what you have to do is that you have to send me some money, so that I can arrange this whole thing. So I think this is how he would fool them, but I'm not sure. That is just my own guess. Yeah. So why I think so is because in some cases, or I think it's in one case, he actually convinced one of his bride's family to take out loans so that they could give the money to him. Because this is where it becomes confusing for me, because I ask myself why would they give this guy so much money? But this is why I came up with the whole wedding organization thing, because that's the only thing that makes sense to me. Unless this is common tradition in India. If any Indian is watching this, or anyone who knows about Indian customs or tradition, do let me know in the comments. Why did these people why did the bride's family give this guy lots of money? Swain did this so much that his wives actually told the police that he conned them of hundreds of thousands of rupees. But how was he able to get so much money out of them? Well, when I was talking about the factors that Swain used when choosing his wives on those matrimonial websites, there's one factor that I didn't mention. Swain wasn't just looking for a 40-year-old with family problems. He was looking for a 30-year-old with family problems who had a job that was paying a lot of freaking money. So one of the factors that he used was wealth. He wanted women who had jobs that paid them very well so that he could ask them for money and that they wouldn't bat an eye. But hey, this is my husband, why wouldn't I give him 100,000? All right, so among his wives was number one, a chartered accountant, number two, an administrative service officer, who, after being persuaded by Swain, actually traveled to Guwahati with her family to get married to him. Also among his wives was an ITBP officer who he conned of 10 lakh in rupees. So 1 lakh is actually 100,000. So 10 lakh is actually 1 million rupees. Yeah. And then among his other wives was a senior executive of an insurance company and also some doctors. So yeah, Swain wasn't just looking for any woman, he was looking for women with lots and lots of money. Swain first got married either in 1979 or 1982, a marriage which produced two sons and a daughter. But things actually didn't work out in that marriage, so he left that marriage and ended up marrying a doctor in Jharkhand. Yeah. So apparently this new doctor, I found out about his fraudulent ways. I think while he was married to this doctor, he tried to marry several other women, and this doctor I found out. But it is said that this doctor, after she found out about it, she actually kept quiet about it, which I don't know why. But after this doctor wife kept quiet about it, Swain has gone on to con about 90 other women. So he's actually, it is predicted that he's married to 90 other women because he was getting married so often. But his multiple fake IDs and his fake names allowed him to fool all these women into marrying him because they didn't know that he had other wives. So yeah, but this number of 90 wives may never be confirmed because some women fear to come and speak out against him because they're actually scared of getting of the social stigma they'll face in society after they come out and say that, yeah, I'm one of those 90 wives. I mean, like, people, I don't know, I don't really know how you would react if your friend told you that her husband is actually married to 89 other women. But I'm pretty sure that a lot of people would laugh at someone like that, and it would actually, do a lot more damage than good. So a lot of women have decided that, you know what, no, I won't go to the police and speak out against him because they're just so scared of what society is going to say about them. I mean, like a chartered accountant who got fooled into marrying this guy who has so many other wives. Like, how did you not know that your man had so many other wives, yet you're a chartered accountant? So I think such things, are just keeping these women from speaking out. So police only have proof of at least 27 marriages so far, and 14 of these women have so far pressed charges. But they don't know exactly how many wives Swain has had at any one time. So how did Swain get caught? How did the police end up finding out about him? And how did these wives end up finding out that he actually had other wives? What happened is that one of his wives, which is a New Delhi-based school teacher, actually found some incriminating text on his phone where he was talking with some of his other wives. And when she called each of these numbers, to her surprise, she found out that each of them belonged to a wife of her husband, And I think this is when the pieces started falling into place for her, because she then opened a case against him at a local police station, where she claimed that her husband is married to multiple wives other than her that she doesn't know of, and also that he's also conned her of 13 lakh. Yeah, I think that's 1.3 million rupees. That is just, oh my gosh. I don't know how to say it, but yeah, that's why I'm saying that I think this is when the pieces started coming together for her, because It's like, okay, he's taking so much money from me, and now he has other marriages. And I'm sure he asked some of these other women that he has asked you for large sums of money, and they were like, yes, he did. And I think that's also why she put it in that way, that he took so much money from me. And a case was opened against him, and it was also revealed that Swain got married to this New Delhi wife in July 19th, 2018 in an Arya Samaj temple. And it's also been rumored that one of this teacher's maids has actually told her that Swain already had 2 wives, but she doubted this information. Maybe she thought that these maids wanted to take her husband away from him. I don't know. But yeah, she said, when I confronted him, he started avoiding me. Since I have no guardian and was staying alone, I could not carry out a background check. The email IDs looked genuine, like those of government officials. I had spent my childhood in Odisha. I had no idea that an Odia man would ever cheat. So yeah, that is what confuses me. Why would you think that just because a man comes from Odisha, he won't cheat on you? Oh no, that guy is an American, he would never cheat on me. Oh no, that guy is from Australia, Australians never cheat. I mean, like, that doesn't disqualify a man from having lustful feelings and acting upon them. So I don't understand this woman's logic actually as to why she didn't pursue her suspicions any further. But yeah, so after filing this case against him, she proceeded to keep in touch with the other women from his contacts, and she also alerted other women who were talking to him already on those matrimonial websites to let them know the type of person that he is and to stay away from him. And as for the police, well, this complaint couldn't have come any sooner because they had actually had Swain on their radar for a couple of months by then. They used his phone number to find out that he had several addresses, and at each address, they actually found that he had a wife. So they also found that he went on to marry 25 more times after marrying this New Delhi teacher in 2018. Yeah, he was also planning on marrying 2 more times this year, once in February and once now in March, if he had not been apprehended by the police. So they checked his phone to see that he was traveling quite frequently, and as fate would have it, I guess, Swain was arrested on Valentine's Day, which I think was pretty convenient for him because he didn't have to buy 90 Valentine's Day gifts of the whole, He was arrested at the Shani temple in Bhubaneswar after the police had been tracking him for a full 8 months. So I don't know what the police were expecting, or like how they were expecting his appearance to be, because they seemed surprised to see that he was actually quite short. He did not seem anything from what we had imagined him to be. We are not even sure if he has passed the matriculation exam, but we knew that he had preyed on unsuspecting women looking for security and love. Though we are yet to know how much money he had made out of his victims, initial assessments say he collected about 10,000 Indian rupees to 200,000 from his victims. His motive was marry for money. So as the police were looking through his contacts that he had saved on his phone, they found that he had saved his wives as wife 1, wife doctor, wife teacher, and so on. So he was actually good at keeping track as to which wife it is that's calling me and what should I say to them. And surprisingly, some of his wives who were approached by the police and were told that your man is actually scamming you and he does not really love you, they didn't believe the police. Just imagine, they told the police that I will only believe you if that came out of my husband's mouth. That's the only time that I will believe that that's the truth. But other than that, I don't believe you. And that, I can't believe it. I cannot wrap my head around that. What did this guy give to these women that made him so loyal to him that they don't even listen to the police? What the heck? I don't understand. I really don't understand. The police actually believe that he may have threatened to reveal some intimate videos of these women, if they were to ever speak out against him, I think. But they are yet to find any such videos on his phone. Maybe he stored them elsewhere, because I think they're also trying to find a reason as to why these women don't believe them. I mean, we are the freaking police. Why don't you believe us? So yeah. Swain's stepmother and brother couldn't believe that Swain has done all of this, as they claimed that they were unaware of his shenanigans. His stepmother claimed that she only knew of the lady that he married in 1979, and that after that marriage didn't work out, he left for work in 1990. So yeah, his family say they don't know anything about these things. They're just as surprised as everyone else. So yeah, Swain remains in judicial custody to this day, but there's more. His antics don't just end there. Apparently, he was also once found guilty of defrauding about 13 banks of 10 million Indian rupees through forged credit cards, and also conning more people of about 20 million Indian rupees, as he made them false promises of securing their children MBBS courses. I'm not sure what MBBS stands for, but I'm sure he just, I'm sure he posed as some important university official and told some parents who were desperate for their child to get some, some space on colleges or universities. He just told them that just give me this amount of money and I will secure a child some space. So yeah, this guy he's just done so much, man, and I'm just glad that he's finally been caught. I really feel sorry for all these women who couldn't come out and speak out against him because they were afraid of what of how society was going to react, and how they're going to be treated. So yeah, man, that is today's very, very crazy story. I hope that you enjoyed and that this was an eye-opener for you, that you learned something new. Do leave a like and subscribe if you'd like more videos. More videos are most certainly going to be coming, much more crazier than this, possibly. So yeah, if you are a fan of crazy videos and odd stories, weird, bizarre, headlines, this is where I'm going to be talking about them. So do subscribe, and over to you.